Hey peeps, volume button mashing here. Today I have a vid of myself going up against MaxTac a bunch. I wanted to do this little preview just to explain, a little bit of my build before the combat starts. Uh, that way there can be like a clear idea of why my character is the way he is. Main thing I do want to say is I didn't build this for like optimal. This type of build is kind of to show people like how if you're started the game and you maybe didn't want to do a playover after all the new patches came out and you kind of working with what you got, you can still like have big an impact with your play regardless, as long as you have certain things that should be available, even if let's say you went through certain parts of the game that maybe you shouldn't have. uh, so I'm gonna show the stats real quick. So originally I called this the cool Edgerunner. That's because the cool stat is maxed at 20. Um, I did a lot of testing with a lot of perks. I really wanted to just squeeze out damage, so I kind of abandoned some of the stealth stuff, and I really didn't ever delve into the poison mechanics. A little bit the poison mechanics, but not the knives. And then I was like, poison probably not best for what I'm trying to do because I just kind of just want enough damage to just kill, even though I haven't crafted and I don't have any bonuses from crafted items, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna go through each one, but if you know the game well enough, you can kind of gauge from your view that certain ones are the ones that do damage, while certain ones that might be surprising that everybody else uses that I don't use. I definitely put everything into merciless. That's really what does the job on a lot of these kills. If 20 is my only in cool, then I have to utilize the cool stat to its fullest potential. And as I stated in the past, I really love Johnny's gun. I love the gun because it can do everything. And to make that gun powerful, you have to find little ways to increase the damage, which Nerfless was the best tool for me. Crit chance and then crit damage. Like that's a no-brainer. And then so we can go into some of these other stats. I have technical ability for some of the little stuff. So these are just like the essentials, based on what I could get. And then let me go back into reflexes. I have rifle stuff. Originally I was using Overwatch, but I did find a nice Achilles that has a good bonus, which I think works better. I do want to say that we'll get into that in a moment. This one is the handgun. So I think some people have stuff like OK Corral and Grand Finale and like From Head to Toe. All those are great, but to me they're novelties. You don't really need them unless you're chasing big numbers. Like you're still gonna get the kill regardless. And blades, um, these is really the only perks you need. If you're making a blade build, of course, have all the perks you want, but these is really all you need to get the job done. I have this at 2, and I'm still just murking with my slices. So, and then we have the body. Um, Anything to just keep me up. Don't really need certain reloading things like reload weapon while sprinting, sliding, and vaulting. Like the way I play, I'm so used to not having to do it. It's not a non-factor. And then annihilation. I mean, I got speed demon, of course. You have to have that just because if you're building up momentum, you will do more damage. And then Street Baller, I mean, I don't use the fist. Gorilla Arms will solve all those problems. I do have intelligence too, but I don't even use it anymore because I'm using a Sandevistan. I do like quick hacking, um, but for this build, it is not necessary. What is it? So these are the items, and I have uh, everything pretty much with crit damage. This is what I preferred. When you start stacking Cold Blood, you get armor anyway. Uh, and then this one, Deadeye. And then this one is to fight MaxTac. So my idea for making my guy the way he was I wanted to not have trouble with the cops if I ever got an issue with him. And I really just feel that you're gonna kill anybody who is not that big a threat, and then when you have your matchup against a high threat enemy, you'll be ready. These are the weapons. Crunch. I mean, it's the pretty much the most obvious to use. Um, Bajani's gun. You know, it's not the craziest bonuses. I'm sure if you had legendary crunch, they would be even higher, of course. But the things you can do with this gun, shooting through walls, ricocheting bullets, uh, and the fire damage from when you hit, I mean, I think it raises the value of this gun compared to some of the other ones. The only one that I would say I would use instead of this, I did like Quasar in my original playthrough, but it seems very nerfed now. Before it had like a stacking ability when you would hold down the charge, but now it doesn't even really do that no more. And then Overture is probably the strongest gun I have, uh, but I do like the ability to shoot through walls. So it's better to have both than only one, even though Overture will reach high numbers, even with the way I have things currently. Uh, I have this Achilles as my second weapon. Again, I mentioned I was using the Overwatch rifle, but I found this one with the charge ability, and if I hold it down, it's worth the lack of mod slots. And then we have the katana here. I do like the Jinchumaru. It's a really good blade. Um, and if there's one that I could have legendary, it would be this one, just because of the bonuses. But this katana, you know, you get it through the game. I do like rocking legendaries. I can't front. This one, it's more than enough to get the job done. It's a heavy hitter. And in this in this vid, I will have this rifle that I'm using sometimes, and basically, it's the best ability I think that a rifle can have, at least like one that's like an assault rifle, is the vertical, because it's just a steady shot through and through, and with the ricochet damage that's there needed in case the aim is ever off. And then you have the crunch mods, of course, with a scope. And let's go into the cyberware first. Yeah. So cyberware, I mean, I'm doing the best I can without as many legendaries as I can have. I kind of have it in the essentials. I like to have all the immunities taken care of. You know, the ones that convert the damage from those elements into other types of perks. Krenzikov, of course. Neofiber. I think it's really underrated. I want to use, um, what is the other one that is in here? Well, basically, if you're dodging, mitigation actually comes handy. So just make sure you're dodging a lot, and you'll realize all the potential of mitigation. This for health, this for attack speed. This helps with swords. Uh, of course, we have to have the ricochet damage enabled, and then we have mana wire. I like mana wire, just because a lot of people don't really use it. Everybody uses gorilla arms, mantis blades, stuff like that. Um, I always thought mana wire was cool. Reinforced leg, double jump is god tier, and then crochet optics, heal on kill. Would be nice to have gotten the blue one. In hindsight, I think I had the chance to put my intelligence up one more point to get the rare version of this, but basically, I'm working with what I got. And then, of course, the Dilnar Sandavis, and the only legendary I'm going to be able to use, but I make it work. It's pretty balanced. It's not really stacked to like a cooldown or stacked to like a crit damage. I kind of like having it all around, so that way it touches everything. And then we go into stats. This is kind of everything for now. It's the armor. But as you go through, you're going to see that there's certain boosts that you get that really help. That's basically everything. I think my David attire is also pretty good. Edgerunners was fantastic. Also, I do want to add that I have the utmost contempt for whatever developer thought it was a bright idea to take away the scope from the precision rifles. Now, my contempt isn't for them as a person, but definitely for them as a developer. This assault rifle, by the way, I usually prefer the precision rifle over this one, mainly because for ammo purposes. These stats, by the way, are when basically you're at your peak performance. This is after the Sandevistan is added, so those stats are included in. Basically, this is the way that you're gonna get the max damage out of the weapons. Prior to Sandevistan being activated, this is usually the stats, how they are. And now I guess I'm ready to show everything. That was hysterical. That's a good fucking
out of my way! I'm a killer myself!
Ooh, that's pretty hype. I like everybody in Japanese. It was one of the best fucking Japanese something, whatever I fucking ever watched. But he did the cybernetics. Yeah, he did the cybernetics though, so that's why like he was like extra big. I don't know. From when I was watching the story, it felt like it was only really months, and that he just went like mad cyberware. It could have been longer. Big fat MaxTac. Yo, they just keep spawning. I think they like made it where they spawn more. I don't know, cause it just lasts forever.
Don't tell me I didn't see what I saw.
Walking towards him. Is that simple? I understand. He's trying to save you.
Hold your position!
Give him hell!
Ready to get your ass?
Thousands men around the world refine the design of the bear skin, the world's best